Scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and your referee is Justin Friedmeyer. Introducing first, the challenger from Avondale, Arizona, weighing in tonight at 235 pounds. He is a former four-time Impact Zone Wrestling champion and the longest reigning champion in Arizona history with a 2-year NWA Arizona Heavyweight Championship reign. The definition of domination, XXX, Lawrence Tyler. And his opponent from Prescott, Arizona, weighing in tonight at 240 pounds, he is your Impact Zone Wrestling champion and the NWA Arizona Heavyweight champion, the institution of professional wrestling and the king of all rules, GQ Gallo!
It's main event time on this week's edition of IZW Impulse, and we have a doozy, a one-on-one contest for the Unified Championships as GQ Gallo has to defend those titles against the former champion, XXX, Lawrence Tyler. And JT, I have a feeling that we could see the belt change hands here tonight, or we could see GQ Gallo really start to define his reign.
I got really important information that was just handed to me.
Really?
I got to tell you, Ryan Lynch has left the building.
That's your news?
That is my news. Ryan Lynch has left the building.
All right. Well, now that Ryan Lynch has left the building, we know that we can let this match get started. As both competitors, hopefully they've been informed so they can get the match going. As GQ Gallo now getting those fans behind him. He's one of the most popular wrestlers in all of Impact Zone Wrestling right now. The roof nearly blew off the sets here in Tempe, Arizona when he captured those championships. And XXX Lawrence Tyler was already in the back, had already hit the showers because he was eliminated within the first 2 minutes of that contest.
And very unfairly, as I might add.
It was a tough situation by XXX Lawrence Tyler. A lot of people would agree with you, JT. He was obviously a marked man, had to take on 4 competitors at once. They had a plan, they took him out early, which is the situation the champion is in a match of that nature. But now he does get his opportunity, a one-on-one rematch, to see if he can regain those championship belts.
You got a true champion in the ring with XXX Lawrence Tyler, and he's going to prove to GQ Gallo what a real champion is all about. I can't wait to see it.
When you know that GQ Gallo, he hears that criticism, he hears what people say, that he didn't eliminate Lawrence Tyler from the match, that the champion was eliminated by a 4-on-1 attack. You know he wants to prove those critics wrong and pick up a 1-on-1 victory right in the center of the ring in front of all these fans at the sets and everybody watching worldwide at www.impactzonewrestling.com. He would love nothing more than to prove himself to all those people. And I don't think GQ Gallo has anything to prove, JT, but obviously people have told him otherwise.
I'm one of them. I'll tell you that right now. He's got a lot to prove, especially tonight.
Well, tonight he gets to start on that road then, as these two guys really sizing each other up. 2 ring veterans here in IZW, 2 guys that know each other very well. As we got collar and elbow tie up, and now XXX Lawrence Tyler with the early advantage, barring that arm behind the back. GQ Gallo now trying to reach for anything. Maybe even trying to reach for the hair of XXX Lawrence Tyler. Of course, there isn't anything there to reach for.
No, not really. Just a bunch of balding head.
GQ Gallo able to use XXX's momentum to his own advantage as he spun right around and locked that front chancery in. Got all that weight right over the back and the shoulders of the champion. Champ now flips him over, only able to get a 2 count as Gallo goes right back on the offensive.
I tell you what, this is nothing but redemption for XXX Lawrence Tyler. This is a chance to take back his unified titles back to where it belongs, and it's with XXX Lawrence Tyler.
That's right, talking to the champ backstage before tonight's broadcast. In his mind, there is no other option. If he loses this match, I have no idea if and when we'll even see XXX Lawrence Tyler again. He's been a champion for nearly 2 years, for 2 years at this point in IZW and in the state of Arizona, and he feels naked without those titles, JT. And if he loses here tonight, I have no idea what we'll see next out of XXX.
That's definitely true if that were to happen, but it won't happen. Triple X Lawrence Tyler has got this done. He's got this locked in. He's got nothing to worry about with GQ Gallo.
And of course, you know in the back of GQ Gallo's mind is the fact that backstage right now, Triple X Lawrence Tyler's cousin, Tyson Tyler, could we see him get involved in a match like this?
Of course. I mean, there's all kinds of factors, especially in a match of this magnitude. I mean, the fans are into this. I mean, once again, the fans are in for a real treat. We've really had some really good main events here on IZW Impulse.
Triple X Lawrence Tyler, for a guy who could care less about the fans, does have his supporters here tonight at the sets in Tempe, Arizona, as he always had. When you're an athlete as great as Triple X Lawrence Tyler, regardless of the tools you use and the way you win your matches, you are going to pick up some support.
He's definitely got a cult following out there. The fans really enjoy him. I enjoy him. I don't think you do, but who cares what you do?
I do appreciate what he's able to accomplish inside that squared circle and everything he's been able to accomplish in the business. I don't agree with some of his antics, JT. I got to be honest with you. But so far here tonight, he has ruled the straight and narrow against GQ Gallo.
He's played it fair. You have to admit that. I'm glad you see that. He's always been fair. Triple X Lawrence Tyler is one of the most fairest wrestlers in here in IZW.
Well, I will admit that he's fair to a point, JT. He's not going to cheat if he doesn't have to, but he will do whatever it takes to pick up the victory in the end. And that's why he's been able to be a champion for such a long time in the state of Arizona in the National Wrestling Alliance.
You can't discredit that one bit.
Nope, not at all, as he goes to work on that arm. Of course, we encourage everybody to visit www.impactzonewrestling.com for all your IZW news and information. It's a great source for all of our live shows, our internet broadcasts, as well as profiles and articles about all the wrestlers and the action in IZW. As GQ Gallo now rolling over, going to work on that leg, as Triple X Lawrence Tyler having going to work on the arm. And he's got him locked in pretty good. It's a good thing X was close to those ropes, because I immediately was in pain the way that Gallo had that ankle wrapped up.
I'll tell you what, X is definitely a dog without a bone right now. That IZW unified title's like a bone, and he wants it really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think he kind of doesn't really know where he is sometimes without those titles around his waist. You get so used to being a champion, when you hold the same title for 2 years, you have it's so different once you lose that belt.
I mean, he's probably used to waking up and looking at those titles every morning when he wakes up. And he wakes up, you know, he's got to fill that void, and beating GQ Gallo would definitely fill that void.
Oh yeah, from what I understand, he's been impossible to everybody around him, impossible to train with, impossible to live with. He's consumed with getting those championship belts back. And he does have that chance here tonight as he's yelling at referee Justin Freemeyer about GQ Gallo, and Gallo now playing to the fans because he knows they get under the skin of a challenger.
And I can barely talk to Triple X Lawrence Tyler. He's been a different man since he lost those titles. You can't talk to anyone. You wouldn't talk to me.
He's not as happy-go-lucky. He doesn't go out as much. He's a very different man. Because again, he's really that NWA, especially the NWA Arizona Heavyweight Championship that he held for 2 years, became a part of who he was as a person, not just as a wrestler. And now he doesn't know what to do without it.
Heck, it's tough. I mean, I'm sure he expects to hear a NWA IZW Unified Champion to his introduction. I bet that felt weird to him as well.
You know, GQ Gallo has him locked up. Looks like an inverted DDT. Triple X able to escape. Kicks at the gut as X picks up some momentum. Now Gallo going off the ropes. We've got another standoff. Neither man able to get a sizable advantage for any period of time in this match.
I think both men are very familiar with each other's wrestling styles, so both men kind of telegraphing each other's moves, which is very smart. Neither giving each other an inch or a mile.
That's right. Normally we talk about the preparation that each of these men do in order to get ready for their matches, but this was a challenge issued earlier tonight by Triple X Lawrence Tyler, so not a lot of time to prepare, but these guys are two well-schooled athletes, and you know that they know exactly what to do when they get in that squared circle. And again, they've both been here in IZW for quite a long time, so they know each other very well.
Definitely both household names here in Impact Zone Wrestling.
That's right. If you're a fan of IZW, you know these two guys, and you know all they've been able to accomplish. And of course, it was GQ Gallo just a short month ago who was finally able to capture the big belt here in IZW, the Unified Championships, and realize that potential that so many people have seen in him for so long. I think pretty much everybody except you, JT, saw that potential in GQ Gallo.
I never saw it, so I never will.
Well, Gallo's out here to prove you wrong. It looks like Triple X going for a slingshot now, sending Gallo right into that ring post. His head might have hit that post, JT, and if it did, it spelled disaster for the champion. And the clothesline into the center of the ring nearly takes his boots off.
GQ Gallo looked like an accordion right there.
Trey completely flipped him over. Now X rolling him over. Could be seeing that trademark stomp. What's he going for here? It looks like he's going for the Garvin stomp.
Nope.
Earthquake splash by the challenger, going for the covers. The crowd goes wild. Only a 2 count by Triple X Lawrence Tyler. I haven't seen the earthquake splash in quite some time, JT.
It's been many years since I've seen that.
Triple X Lawrence Tyler doing everything he can in order to try to win that championship gold. Of course, I know he sees those two titles just sitting there outside of the ring. So close, but yet so far as he continues to battle away, as these two guys now just going at it, toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Right hands blocks the right hands. This thing is broken down into an all-out brawl, JT.
Definitely an obsession of Triple X Lawrence Tyler right now. He feels nothing without those titles.
So that forearm right to the jaw, able to take advantage of an opening, was Triple X going for the cover, hooks the leg. We'll see if he can pick it up here. Not quite able to get three. He did have Gallo stunned for a moment, but Gallo able to get some life, get some more blood back up to that brain. And now Triple X pulling the knee pad down.
I'll tell you what, the look in Triple X Lawrence Tyler's eyes says it all.
Dropping that exposed knee right in the chest and the heart of GQ Gallo as he pulls him down. Looks like he's going to go for it again. And there's no padding between the bone and the leg of Triple X Lawrence Tyler as it's driving into the chest of GQ Gallo. And third time could be a charm here for the challenger, but now yelling at the fans, Triple X Lawrence Tyler just trying to get behind him. As again, both guys have a lot of supporters in this contest. Went to the well one too many times, JT. GQ Gallo able to move out of the way of that knee, follows up with a great drop kick, and the challenger rolls to the outside.
He's getting his marbles together, getting the game plan started up again. He can beat GQ Gallo, I know he can.
Well, GQ Gallo now not hesitating, goes right back out to the outside. Thumb to the eye there by the champion, and Gallo follows it up with a double thrust to the throat of his challenger. GQ Gallo now maybe, almost want to say he should have waited in the ring for Triple X Lawrence Tyler. Anything can happen on the outside, and when you're the champion, you can make the challenger come to you, but that's not what Gallo did here.
No, they're playing a little cat and mouse right here.
And now Triple X Lawrence Tyler going to whip, Gallo in the rail, reversal, and Triple X Lawrence Tyler just took out 2 rows of fans, as well as 2 pieces of our guard railing here. We got carnage on the outside, JT, as referee Justin Freemeyer going to check on both guys.
Like you said, you never know what you're going to get in the front row of a seat.
Yeah, you get what you pay for when you buy a front row seat, and right now some fans got guard railing and Triple X Lawrence Tyler in their lap. As Gallo gets back in the ring, referee Justin Freemeyer trying to check on the opponents. Triple X Lawrence Tyler needs to get up, because as soon as the referee gets everything set up, he's going to start that count on the outside. And Triple X Lawrence Tyler would hate to be counted out of his big title shot.
I mean, this is his rematch. He enacted the rematch clause right here. If he blows it might be a while before X sees the title shot.
And there's a psychological effect of losing this contest to GQ Gallo. It's one thing to be eliminated in a 5-man elimination match in a 4-on-1 setting, but this is a 1-on-1 contest. And if he's not able to pick up the title in this environment, like I said, it could do a lot of damage psychological. Who knows if we would see the challenger again, and if we did see him, what state he would be in.
He was ganged up on in that match. I mean, everyone went after him, which is not fair the way he was treated.
You weren't. It was within the rules. We saw a small package by the challenger, only able to pick up a 2 count. They were completely within the rules of what they were doing, JT. Able to get him eliminated early, and then all focus their efforts on becoming the new champion. We got a cover now by Gallo after that football kick. Only able to pick up a 2 count. Not quite 3 for GQ Gallo.
I don't think that was quite a field goal for GQ Gallo either.
Was it wide left or wide right, JT?
Wide right.
Wide right as Gallo now gets a lot of momentum. The challenger. That's how used to I am calling Triple X Lawrence Tyler the champion. Ducking out of the way. Gallo now able to go to the cover. Triple X is taking a lot of punishment. Only able to pick up 2. I do think one of those knees did graze right between the eyes of Triple X Lawrence Tyler. Not all the force behind him, but was able to get him a little bit. As Gallo now staying on the offensive for the challenger, trying to fight from a down position.
I'll tell you what, Triple X Lawrence Tyler will be the true champion in my eyes. Regardless, whoever the champion is here in IZW, even this one-hit wonder GQ Gallo.
Well, I think he does have some claim to that title the way he was eliminated. But if he doesn't pick up the victory here tonight, I believe you've got to call GQ Gallo the true unified champion.
I'll be the full day in hell, I'll tell you that right now.
I expect none the less of you, JT. We've got an Irish whip now by the challenger. Boot to the midsection. We'll see what he follows up with here as he gets off the ropes. Another boot right to the temple of GQ Gallo. We saw that head snap back. Just the pain shooting down the spine of Gallo. We got a cover now by the champion. Only able to pick up a 2 count as Gallo barely gets that right shoulder up.
Oh, of course. I mean, that was instinct right there.
So it's often been said if a professional wrestler is sleeping on their back and you try to count the 3 count, they will wake up and get their shoulder up before you're able to count the 3. That's how much training they do and how much instinct it is to kick out before they count the 3.
Of course. I mean, this is unified titles right here. I mean, they're going to give everything they got in this match. Every breath, every ounce of energy they can.
And now Triple X just trying to wear down his challenger, making him support all that weight, now just wrenching back on the neck, trying to cut off the air supply to the brain. He looks like he could have him out here. He's already got his arm down for a 1. We'll see what happens the second time. 2, this could be it, JT. If that hand falls one more time, we've got a brand new champion.
Excellent. Come on.
No. Gallo's able to get that arm up as the fans here at the Sense are solidly behind the champion here in his title defense against the former champion. And now Gallo elbowing his way, but Triple X immediately pulling the hair and driving the back of the head right into the canvas. And his head just bounced off that mat. And you got to be worried about a concussion or blurred vision after a maneuver like that.
Well, yeah, GQ Gallo's going to have that deer in the headlights look here.
And now Triple X Lawrence Tyler upping the intensity as he chokes him, using those 2 ropes for leverage and just driving the shin right into the throat of GQ Gallo as he coughs, just gasping for air, trying to pull himself up on the ropes with the challengers right behind him looking to follow up.
Yeah, he is really taking it to GQ Gallo right here, doing whatever it takes.
And look at the leverage he's able to use. I mean, I understand that move's illegal, but it's very effective on the challenger. You're not going to win that way, but you're going to do a ton of damage to your opponent. And Triple X Lawrence Tyler really has things in control at this point in the contest.
Oh, definitely cutting off the air supply to the, cutting off the air supply to GQ Gallo is a big thing. Could wear down the gas tank to over E very quickly.
That's right, he's just clamping on to all sides of the head of GQ Gallo, just trying to take him out again. Has an arm down a second time. I don't know how much more this GQ Gallo can take, but he still gets the arm up, JT, and now look at the life thrown back into GQ Gallo. And you gotta think it's the fans, JT, the fans here at the Sets in Tempe, Arizona, rallying behind the champion is GQ Gallo now. Both men taken out with a clothesline in the center of the ring, and referee Justin Freemeyer looks to apply the 10 count. We will see who gets to their feet first and has an advantage in trying to win this one-on-one contest.
Crash and burn right here. Both men need to get up and figure out something, especially Triple X. You really need to dig down deep and figure out something because you've got to take those titles back home.
Triple X flat on his back. Gallo had rolled over to his side. I thought he was going to get up, but looks at the challenger. He's getting up first.
Like I said, when I say it until I'm blue in the face, Triple X Lawrence Tyler is the real champion.
Now both men back up to their feet. Gallo now over in the corner. See what he can follow up. Going for that spear. Triple X Lawrence Tyler able to leapfrog out of the way. Had that move well scouted. And we'll see what X has in store for the champion here.
Oh yes, here we go. Blockbuster here, it looks like.
That's right. Flipping over with that blockbuster. Gallo taking all the impact right on the back of the head and the neck. We could have a brand new champion. No, barely able to kick
swear
out.
that was 3. That was 3, Greg. I swear.
2 9/10 on that count by referee Justin Freemeyer. Right in position. Triple X Lawrence Tyler does not quite pick up the victory over GQ Gallo, and he's got, look at him, look at his face, he's so frustrated. Wants to know what he has to do to win those coveted championship belts back, get them around his waist, and really bring back the old Triple X Lawrence Tyler that we've all come to know in the past 2 years.
The old Triple X Lawrence Tyler. Hey, he's Triple X Lawrence Tyler as I've ever seen him.
Well, he's been different without those titles, but so far, when he's on the advantage, he is the same Triple X Lawrence Tyler. Now off the ropes with that Bulldog, after taking him out of the corner, the champion very proud of himself. He needs to follow up and go for a cover as he is the champion reeling.
Oh, he definitely's got the champion reeling. Look how proud he is when he does those moves. He's got this match in the driver's seat right now.
And look at him playing to the crowd, not quite ready to follow up on GQ Gallo, but Gallo is in a world of hurt here. And I think the extra time, Triple X still has the advantage. At this point in the match, just stalking him, waiting for him to get back up to his feet. And now going for another one of those blockbusters, misses though as Gallo ducks underneath. Now Gallo has himself for another spear. This could do it here. And wait, what? It's the Navajo Warrior.
I thought he was
What's he doing in the ring? The Navajo, he's not even allowed to be here, JT. He's been suspended indefinitely. A double chop on the champion. And now he's got the belts. He's calling Triple X Lawrence Tyler, telling him to get up.
You know, I don't like the Navajo Warrior, but I like what he's doing to GQ Gallo right here. He's teaching him a lesson.
So he's throwing referee Justin Freemeyer out of the ring. I don't know how long he can stay with this action, as he's got the Impact Zone Wrestling Championship. Just pace Gallo in the face with it, flipping the champion over. He is in a bad way, JT.
Of course, and I love what this unholy alliance is here right now.
I mean, these two, Navajo Warrior, one of the guys responsible for eliminating Triple X from the title match, is X now setting Gallo up in the corner. As Navajo Warrior putting on the championship belt backwards. This does not look good for the champion, JT. X has the belt draped over Gallo's face as well.
Damn!
Hip check by Navajo Warrior on 2 titles. GQ Gallo, he took some on the ropes. JT, we're receiving word from the truck. We are out of time. We got to go. We got to find more out about this in the next episode of IZW Impulse.